I'll set this up somewhere. We'll run that for a little while, but that's kind of what our day's been, is going to get supplies, and then I had to go to storage. And so what seems like, hey, it's going to take me 20 minutes, takes half a day. So well, hello from the ridge. I'd say morning, but it's not morning time anymore. Went to town. Really wasn't much to video this morning. Got up and did my chicken duty and checked on things. It was cold. It was, I think, in the low 20s. So got around and I worked on my diagram-ish so I could get a count and understand where I was going to be building stuff. But no, it doesn't look like much, but there's enough lumber to build 3 walls. Got the sliding door for the back, got the extra window we'll need. We're gonna repurpose the other window, but I need to do some measuring on the tiny house side though. I'll show you that in a little bit, but we've got to cut where we're gonna stop the plywood. I don't want to rip that whole end off, but my hoses were froze this morning and I put an alternative hose on, and evidently it's still somehow running water. So guess we better check things out and see what's going on. It's all turned off. I don't know. Turned it off twice. Okay. They're all standing here. They love to come to the fence. Anybody with chickens understands it. Anytime you walk up, well, we got 2 in this one, 1 little one in there. Was interested to see, seen yesterday, we had gotten a big egg. Of course, it had a hole pecked in it, so wondered if maybe laid another one. I'll have to go inside and check the chicks. We look like we've got, if I can get this angle. Oh, that doesn't help at all, does it? No? Alright. I know the lights kind of mess it up in the camera, but 4 cute little chicks. Looking good in there. Alright. So the only thing I really got left right now before we do too much is go in here. And it was cold. I just looked, it was 60. I think. Oh yeah, almost 90 in here. So got all mama's stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and take a minute and get everything watered. Now that it warmed up enough. I came in this morning and like the soil was kind of frozen almost, and there was bits of frost on the inside of here. Like it got cold, so hopefully it doesn't ruin everything. I gotta do her lentil washing, and so all right, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so here we are. We missed the first part. Someone wasn't here to turn the camera on for us, so the first part of the subfloor going down, but we got her in. She's solid. It's all squared up. Things are going good. We got our first wall built, so we're attached. That baby shouldn't blow over. We did discover a little issue with I got to do some looking tomorrow. We won't be able to get, we're probably going to do the 3 walls today. If it's still got enough time, which we should. We can get these 3 walls up today, and then can't do the roof yet. I got to get some stuff for that, but we got to find it first. So got some cool ideas, just don't want to let the cat out of the bag quite yet as to what we're doing. But when we get the walls up, I can play with the angles of the roof rafters. But we got
terrible news.
So, yep, back to work. Quit goofing off. So what we're gonna do on this side is, you know, normally you're building new construction, you do your tie across the whole top, tie everything in. Well, the only thing we really have to tie in right now is up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and run a 2x12 on the top, so we have a double, because this will be our load bearing wall. So we'll run that to tie the outer wall to the inner wall a little better. Air compressor's noisy. Hell, there she is. Got that one tied on. So only thing I gotta figure out, I need to do a little more math. I think I know what I need to do there, but we gotta put our 2x12 header across there and make sure that it's good. So I'm gonna shut this thing off, because you can only just watch people measure and figure so many times. So that's kind of where we're at for now, but looking good. It's pretty high off. I mean, Jake's standing. And then we're also gonna do a 6 foot, so a porch will come out 6 foot. That tree's gonna have to go. The porch is gonna come out 6 foot and then wrap around. Over here it's gonna be 3, maybe 4, we haven't figured out how wide, but that'll be like a catwalk, so it'll go up to the front door over there. So you can either go in the house, or, you know, we have a bunch of company or whatever, instead of having to come through the house, you can just whoop right out there to the porch. Look at that view. Just okay, so we're wrapped up and cleaned up for the day. Got what we needed to get done for today. We're out of lumber, which was the plan. We made our run this morning, or almost afternoon, but got that done and got it up. So this window, kind of orienting, that window is where the sink, you know, on the inside, the sink's going to be centered on that window, which we'll be pulling that one out. Obviously this whole wall has got to be pulled, and then come around. It's gonna be quite the drop off too, but this big opening, that'll be for the sliding glass door. And then this window on this side will be nicely spaced, so that when we're sitting, because just inside this window, but inside from the sliders where like the dining table will sit, so when we're sitting there having our morning coffee, and if it's too cool to go out here, because like I said, we're coming out 6 feet, so just about to that tree. It's just shy of that tree, but the tree's got to go because it'll cover the deck. And then but we can sit there, have our coffee, do whatever, and then yeah, that's doubled her up. And I think, I mean, I wasn't super keen about it, but I think there's enough of an eave off of that, because this roof line slopes this way, so that water is going to come off and hit this roof. But this roof is going to be, it's going to be kind of flattish. I think the most I could get out of it when I was measuring up there was about 3 degrees. But it's enough of a fall that the water will run off the end. But I was worried about splashback on that window, and I think if we do flashing and that eave should protect it enough, we'll be good to go. So all I got left for today is go check the seedlings again, maybe give them a little spritz and throw a little grub to the chickens one last time and check on the chicks, and that's it. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. We'll see you then. Oh, hey there. How you doing? So, yep, no progress today. Not in actual building closing. Had to go get the other supplies, where Jake just got the tractor, and we're gonna load up some of the pine. We got to start planing and edging that, so we're gonna get that moved over and set up. Got the edger here, the planer right there. We're gonna get that set up, and it's kind of late in the day. I was making a bunch of phone calls this morning trying to find good prices for metal and lumber that we needed, all part of our little reveal for this edition. So but it will involve these pine boards, so that's the cool part. But we need to plane one side and then edge both edges, so that when we go to put them on the chop saw and cut them to length, that they're good to go. So I'll set this up somewhere, we'll run that for a little while, but that's kind of what our day has been, is going to get supplies, and then I had to go to storage. And so what seems like, hey, it's going to take me 20 minutes, takes half a day. So all right, good morning from the ridge. So beautiful morning now. It's foggy, that sun's coming out. We're supposed to have a high of, I think, 74 today. As soon as I get down here by the next little project, this hoodie's got to go. But no, just as you hear, everything's all squishy and mud again. So one thing I did notice, though, walking around now, is I've started scraping the top dirt off. Like, we needed some for potato beds, and just getting it off, you know, putting it in spots we needed fills, and that's actually helping firm it up a bit. So that's pretty reassuring. Where this video left off, I mean, it's all gonna be one video, but it stopped recording. Yesterday we didn't record nothing. All it did was just rain, 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 rain. We did get the addition framed up there. Next is to do the roof. I did get metal ordered. That's supposed to be here Monday, so hopefully that'll come in. Next project is getting these planed up. Like I said, it's earlier in this video, or just before this, you've seen us planing, but then I had to stop. We did run into an issue at first. The boards were wider than the 12-inch planer. Should have measured first, but didn't, so I deserve that one. So we ripped them down on the table saw, no big deal, and got them to 12 inches. Started running them through the planer. Well, all of a sudden they wouldn't feed, and so I shut everything down. What's going on? Well, a screw inside had backed itself out of the gearbox that runs the rollers and got jammed between the chain and the T sprocket that runs the rollers coming off the motor. So needless to say, some of you are going to know where this goes. It broke, and pulled it apart, tried to see if I could fix it. Well, it bent the roller shaft, and wouldn't luck have it, guess what they don't make anymore? The sprocket, the roller shaft. Found a guy on eBay that he had parts for him. I could have ordered it, but by the time I ordered all the parts I needed to fix that one, well, I could just go get this one. So I got the nice DeWalt. I don't remember what model number this is, not that it matters to me. DW734. Nice solid trays. This one's got a triple blade on it. It's got some really cool features. This nice lockdown lever, so when you get it adjusted to your height, you can just lock that in and it doesn't walk itself up. Stays there a lot better. So we're gonna give this one a try. Plus this one's 12.5 inch wide, so I think in the long run we'll be happier with that. And like I said, for the price, a little bit more money, and I went and I bought a brand new one that I can get the blades. This one's probably gonna last a little longer. That one was a good one, and I'm sure it was really old. And I'm not upset, you know, at the guy that we got it from. You know, I was running boards, you know, these are 9+ foot long. Probably not the most ideal to run through a planer, but why not? Like I don't have, when we get the shop built, then I will have kind of like a table to where when I want to do this stuff by myself, or even if we're doing it together, like Jake and I were doing, it supports it, you know, just doing some extensions. I do have a roller that goes like on the end of the table saw, that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna put that beyond this. This morning looks like I'm gonna start planing by myself, so why not break it in and get it going. But yeah, had to break down, get another purchase, but got a good deal on it. The online price was like $150 less than what they were showing on the shelf in the store, and I was like, hey, what's up with this? It wasn't an online only price. It was just, you know, they looked at it in customer service, and needless to say, I got it for what I seen it on the app. Originally they told me just order it through the app. Well, then the app didn't want to work inside of Lowe's, so was like, okay, well, we're gonna do it this way. And like I said, they hooked me up, got me a good price on it, so we're gonna give that a whirl. I got to figure out, so this one mounts a little differently than the other one, obviously being a little wider, so I may have to cut me a board to get this mounted to the table, but I'm sure this video is going to be long enough, so I don't think I'm going to necessarily record that part of it, but I'll show you when it's all done and mounted. But yeah, here's our muddy mess. So like I said, now that I've been scraping some dirt off, it's not too bad. So yeah, we'll give her a whirl. I'll let you know how it goes. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, just got done with lunch, and the batch that we had all stacked up here. We just went and grabbed 5 more. That's the last 5 we need, but these ones aren't ripped down, so we're gonna set them up, run them down the table saw, then we can plane them, then we can add them to this pile, and then it's grab the chop saw, cut them to length, and edge them. Yeah, lots of steps. So, but still a glorious day, so enjoying it for sure. Of course we got to wear muck boots to walk around, but yeah, that's the plan. We'll get this done, and once they're cut to length, we can get them stacked over there on the addition, and they'll be ready to use. All right, watch along.